Ladies and gentlemen, I've got some bad news. In one of the more anticipated sprinting races in recent memory, we officially no longer have the matchup of Fred Kerley and Lamont Marcel Jacobs, which was slated to take place in this year's Diamond League Rabat meeting this coming Sunday. This is honestly just a continuation of the non-stop waiting that people have had to do for Fred Kerley racing against Lamont Marcel Jacobs. And at this point, it's almost becoming a parody of itself because heading into this race, there was a lot of anticipation, a lot of excitement. However, there was also a lot of doubt. There were people online everywhere saying that Lamont Marcel Jacobs was not going to make it to the starting line. We even had people like Fred Kerley stating that it is a possibility that he's going to duck out of this race. And once again, it happened. And it's pretty frustrating to see this because this is really a big matchup that many people do want to see. Now, the injury that Lamont Marcel Jacobs is apparently having at the moment is just a small hamstring injury. It's nothing huge, but he does want to take care of himself this season. So it does make sense that he pulls out of a race with an injury. That's just a smart thing to do in the early stages. But it just feels wrong at this point to see this happening again. We have been waiting since 2021 to see these two lace up and compete once again. It's honestly giving me some serious vibes of the Eliud Kipchoge and Kenenisa Bekele battle that we have been waiting for years and years to witness. And once again, we're left waiting in the dark. Even Fred Kerley online had a very funny reaction to this, leaving just a few crying face emojis. You know, it's the classic kind of course he ducked over this race. He stated that he knew it was going to happen, and unfortunately for the fans around the world, it did. This would have been a very, very exciting matchup to watch, as they are the two defending global champions in the 100-meter dash. And even though Lamont is not running in this race anymore, this is still going to be a fire race. You've got Trayvon Bromell, you've got Letsele Tebogo, Fred Kerley is still slated to run. It will be very fun to watch, but it would have been all the more exciting to see Lamont Marcel Jacobs competing in this race. Part of me does understand the fact that Jacobs did pull out of this race, but another side of me is just upset about this. I just want to see them race, and I feel like it's been so long since we've seen these two compete over any distance. Lamont Marcel Jacobs, when he is running at his best, is a very talented athlete, but to be perfectly honest, Fred Kerley is hitting some unbelievable form, and he's done it over the previous few years. Last year, he broke 9.8 multiple times. He ran a season's best of 9.76. Of course, he was the world champion. And then this year, he had a fantastic season opener, running his qualifying round in 9.88, which is one of the faster season openers that you will ever see from anyone around the world. I think Fred Kerley simply has to be the favorite heading into this men's 100. He just has the experience and he has the fierce tenacity to match it. But there is so many possibilities, and I'll actually make sure to leave the new updated starting list for this men's 100, and with many more exciting athletes, including Akani Simbine and Ferdinand Amanyala. I'll now pass the question off to you. Who do you think is going to win this 100, and what will the finishing time ultimately be? Thanks for watching, everyone, and as always, until next time.